German who came up with the word to try to describe Jew hatred. It was not a word that was a Jewish word. It was a German word. You can say the word in German, which is the origin of anti-Semitism. It's anti-Semitism. I can't speak German. Someone can probably say it better than I can. But you can look it up and look at the origin of the word. So
you look at my PTR. What is my PTR?
That's the problem. They don't know how to do research, Abby.
What is my PTR?
We need to look at PTR.
I want you to promise you'll never come near a synagogue. I want you to promise you'll never come near a synagogue.
I want you to promise you're going to kill yourself.
I want you to promise that. You promise us. You promise you'll never come near a school full of Jewish kids either. You're a really scary guy. Very concerned.
Guys, hold on. Everybody mute up. Everybody mute up. Guys, come here.
Yo, BB, I'm not trying to disrespect your rules.
Hold on, listen, you fucking monkey. Listen.
What? Okay.
You've already been reported. Your IP address has been tracked. Believe me, buddy, you're going to be hearing from the authorities. You already threatened to look death on her. You're a sorry son of a bitch.
How long will they come? How long till they're at my door? How long till they're here, brother? How long till they're here? Look at my PTR. 6 million Jews ain't died. Look at my...
This app is monitored. I hope he realizes it's monitored. It's monitored by law enforcement. And what an idiot. And what a concerning. This is where you have to really pay attention to some of these people and hope if they're on U.S. soil or on Canadian.
So just for reference for any dumb fucks that think they're smart like this clown, so the word was invented by Wilhelm Marr. It was a German writer who popularized it in 1879, okay? He used it to describe modern political racial hostility towards Jews. So this fucking ignorant fuck who came up here, and Abby's right, you have to promise you'll never be around synagogues or Jewish children because people like you are murderous. You're a fucking disgrace to society. You, sir, your parents need to be sued for even making you. You disgusting fucking piece of shit.
Hey, baby.
He was showing, the funny part is, in his PTR, it's some fucking edited AI image. So they took something from Grok. Whoever took this, it's a screenshot, by the way, into a meme. Whoever took that, it's so easy to go in on Microsoft Word and just change whatever you want. Or you can actually put that into Grok and say, hey, Grok, change this to make it say this, right? So if you go on ChatGPT, you can go on any other fucking, you can actually go on Grok and write, did 6 million Jews die in the Holocaust? It says yes. This is widely accepted historical consensus that 6 million Jews were murdered during the Holocaust. The figure comes from extensive historical research, including wartime Nazi records, post-trials like the Nuremberg trials, demographic studies, survival testimony, and evidence. It's not based on guesswork, these people are coming in here and I'm telling you, full of retards.
How many people on the stage have visited a camp either in Germany or in Poland?
I did.
Several times. You bore witness with your own eyes. You saw the magnitude of it. You also saw the room. You saw the room full of books and records that the Nazis kept of all the
I'm third generation of the Holocaust survivor.
Yeah. I was going to touch bases, guys. There's no need to make comments like that, especially on a massive tragedy that happened in World War II. Magnitude went to the Jewish, genocide of the Jewish people, but also the survivors of it. I just want people to realize, millions lost their life to a deranged individual that put in his head that a group of individuals are a plague to the world and fed narcissist direction to people that projected his vision and brutally murdered individuals. Something that there's no words that can come up with. But what we fail to remember the survivors, the individuals that had to go forward after living that, survive that, and then remind other individuals that we should not ever this direction. So I would never question any Jewish individual who is quick to progress or say anti-Semitism. you guys had that right too. I just want to put that out. I'm sorry for monologuing. Mr. Cass, I really hope that you understand the reality, sir, of what you're projecting out here. And I'm not going to invite you back up or allow you to. That you have to talk to the person who invited, who made this room. But thank you guys for your time. Really, I think.
Thank you. And you know what, Steffi? Also, when you go to see these camps, especially if you go to Birkenau and Auschwitz, in Auschwitz you see where they also took all the Catholic priests from Poland and they killed all the priests and how they tortured them. And you can see they've kept records. You can see the other ethnicities that were killed as well. I mean, the magnitude, the size of the gas chambers when you walk through them and you see how many were operating when it was in its full. I mean, it's horrible to experience, but you know, it's we all acknowledge it, we know it, and scary when there's people that try to just erase it.
Yes, ma'am.
Imagine if we did that with any other ethnicity. So, but these people frighten me, and I don't want them near. They're dangerous, and I just don't want them near our kids.
The tragedy of the Holocaust in some ways is that there were many people who had peripheral knowledge of what was going on, but essentially said, I don't really know. Maybe it could be happening, it could not be happening. I don't really know. This is how history should inform us of horrible tragedies can occur, and there are people who are not directly involved. There's a level of complicity there too, that it's your responsibility. If you know that certain things, you think something may be happening, you have to speak up and stand up for that. Otherwise, terrible things fucking happen when people just stand by and don't do anything about it.
Well, also imagine being so ignorant to not realize that a group of people who stood with you, literally stood with you arm in arm during the civil rights movement. You have the audacity, you have the nerve. I mean, honestly, that is pure ignorance. That is as ignorant as you can get. People say, it's been said, why don't you watch more ignorant fucking YouTube videos? Why don't you get your education from a YouTuber instead of reading a goddamn book?
Well, Miss L, I was going to tell Miss Abby, when I went to Ramstein, granted I was there for the military, but I had Liberty, and me and probably about 300 Marines, we went out, and we visited there because we needed to see the message of what a derangement can happen. And also, I want to pay respects there as well. I'm a Catholic man, Miss Abby, but my grandfather on my mom's side, black man, fought in World War II. And I remember hearing, he fairly rarely talked about his time overseas, Miss Abby. And I remember when I was in high school, and we were getting a little bit more in depth with the Holocaust. My grandfather probably spoke of his time in the European theater, and the one thing that he did speak about was the concentration camps. And this is a man, strong Southern.
Where did he end up in Europe?
He started off in Normandy, and he worked his way up. Here's a black man, but here's his supplies, and he finished in Berlin, and he stayed there till a year after victory in Europe, and so yeah.
And then he came back home, found a wife here. There were a lot of GIs that found wives over there.
Well, the other thing that's really important is that the general leading our troops at the time was so outraged and so in shock from what he saw that he brought in documentary crews and the film. This was Eisenhower. Eisenhower made sure that this was filmed when they liberated the camps. And it was very, so if he wants to question the veracity of General and ultimately President Eisenhower, who saw it with his own eyes.
They would also bring the U.S. troops to the camps as well to show them.
Yes.
Don't forget Patton. Patton was so atrocious by that.
I have a question though for this guys.
So, Kaz, so when I asked you a question of how many black people were killed, when I asked you a question on how many black people were killed by Hitler,
I don't know how.
why did you get, hold on. Why did you get offended by that?
I didn't get offended, bro.
You're like, oh, here we go. Change the subject. Oh,
I didn't get offended.
Let's do it.
I didn't get offended.
Let's do it. Hold on. Let's do it.
I didn't get
How
offended.
many? Hold on. My retarded friend on Clubhouse.
Don't cry, Kaz.
Hold on. Everybody watch.
They must not know who I am, bro.
Nobody gives a fuck who you are.
I'm the type of person that tells black people that a lot of white
Jesus
people
Christ,
didn't own
shut up.
slaves. You feel me? A lot of white people didn't even own slaves back then. I'm the type
Yeah, but a lot of people did, so there's that.
No.
No. My family owned slaves. My family fucking
That's
owned
cool.
slaves.
I don't care.
You are ignorant as fuck.
I don't care.
Listen,
Like, you think I'm mad
you know
about
what? Here's the problem. You don't know shit. You watch YouTube videos. You listen to ignorance and spout it. So
Did you
nobody
read the
gives a
document in
fuck
my PTR?
what you say.
Did you
I
read the
don't
document?
care about
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
your
you don't
fucking
care about the
document.
truth. You
Nobody
don't care
gives
about
a
the truth.
shit.
You're a victim, and always will be.
No, you're victim. Why you talking?
No one's a victim here. That's the funny part. Is I feel like that black people actually victimize themselves more than anybody.
I'm not even trying to disrespect y'all, bro. I'm just trying to have a regular.
You're not
you did.
well, it is disrespectful, you dumb fuck.
Well, let's start over,
Hey,
bro.
Kaz, did you go to college? Did you go? You got a degree? You have a bachelor's degree? What'd you get your degree in, Kaz? Kaz, what'd you get your degree in? What'd you get your degree in, Kaz? What'd you get your degree in? Curious. What'd you get your degree in? What's your...
He didn't go to college.
I don't think so.
Anyways, BB, I'm
What university gave you a degree,
I'm
Kaz?
really just trying to have a
I
regular.
got a degree in eating cats and dogs because that's what they do at 80.
Kaz, what about taking the time that you're on Clubhouse and going to school? What about going to school? I'd love to
I
get
follow
this
you for a reason, anyway. So you, like I said, no disrespect.
Watch this one YouTube video.
You can learn a lot at community college.
YouTube University right here.
The University of Phoenix.
I only followed you because I probably said you was cool for some reason at one point.
I'm one of the coolest cats on Clubhouse.
Yeah, bro. I respect.
Hold on.
What up?
You don't find that disrespectful? Hold on. Two things. I don't want anybody to unmute right now. Not even you guys.
Thank you, BB. Regulate these people.
Please, you're doing it right now. You're unmuting. So you came off mic right away and you're like, 6 million Jews never died in Holocaust, and then you told Abby to go and kill herself tonight. And then you have the shut the fuck up. And then you sit here and say, if you can easily be provoked that quick, you need to be in an insane asylum. And then you can sit here and say, I didn't mean to fucking be disrespectful. What's wrong with you? You don't have a mother? Your father jerked off on the rock and the sun ouched you? You got no fucking sense, homie. Honestly, how fucking retarded are you? You told a lady for her to go and kill herself. And then you try to disrespect the people that are in the street. A lot of people were affected by Nazi Germany, not just the Jews. Just so happens that the number was greater for the Jews. You to watch Schindler's List. I want you to even watch the Nuremberg trial movie that just came out. And then come back to this room and apologize.
With Russell Crowe.
And after that, you don't even need to be here. I think you have a lot of movies to watch. Later, motherfucker.
Hey guys, so I checked the document he posted. I mean the document on his profile. I checked it. It was something that happened in World War I and not World War II. It was I think it was a number of Jews that were displaced during that time of World War I. So you can check it out as well. But from what I found out, this was not the same event. It wasn't in the same time.
No, we know it. That's the problem. It's probably
Yeah, we know the history.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for saying. No, I mean, so much now is tracking social media and finding when you either read stuff or you hear people that are just really concerning. Like, you got to take not what they say seriously, but what the genre is, and realize that these people are walking the streets and walking near your homes. And I mean, it's scary. Very scary.
Meanwhile, Israel is celebrating 78 years of independence today. Congratulations to Israel. Yay.
What are you doing? Do you have barbecue, Daniel?
No, I'm not in Israel. I'm Still waiting for flights.
Fuck is straight. Fuck is straight. Fuck is straight.
But when, dude? If you want to fuck Israel, you need to buy her a drink.
Fuck is straight.
Don't fuck yourself.
And be respectful. She's 78 years old.
Fuck
You need to be gentle and nice.
Fuck Asian.
God, you sound like a fucking
Fuck
dick.
Jew.
Fuck Jewish.
Go back to your name.
That's the only English that he knows, guys.
Fucking Tourette's.
He says es Jewish.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yes, right now,
Fuck
right
you,
now.
fuck you,
Go ahead.
They know fuck you and fuck you in the ass. That's what they know.
Guys,
Fuck you.
it's really,
What they are, fucking
please,
perverts.
it's really offending. You really offend us, and I think that if you continue like this, people will get really hurt here.
Fuck is.
Oh, now you're offending people. Now I'm offended. Great. Now okay, great. Now I'm offended. Now I'm hurt.
The sea.
Now I'm not gonna talk. No, I'm hurt now, dude. Don't try to apologize now. It's too late. I'm done. No, you hurt me, dude. No, don't try to sweet talk to me, sweetie. No, it's done.
Fuck is you.
Fuck you.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Low IQ habit.
Everything that I thought about you, now like you like.
Fuck Jewish.
Why are all Muslim men fucking perverts?
Now you wanna fuck me?
Fuck everything.
No, I'm not gonna go and play with
Everything.
you after you
Fucking
treat me like
weirdos,
this.
man.
Fuck Jewish.
No, you're not gonna fuck, dude.
This is what happened with your
Fucking
parents
shit.
or cousins. Do you understand?
Jewish.
You get people like this guy.
Drink a lot of shit.
Just make sure don't have kids with your cousin, even if it's your second cousin.
Is this a person or is it like a YouTube recording that they have?
He's definitely Muslim.
Oh, I'm gonna miss him.
Don't Muslim.
I'm not gonna miss him.
So
I
quiet
have
here.
Islamic fatigue. I'm just gonna say it.
So quiet here without him. Remember when he was here?
Memory.
Good times.
Wait, who are you talking about? No, I'm just kidding.
Hello, Mr. Jeff.
Ja, Mahmoud, Samir.
What's good?
Yeah, Matzmut Samer, Jeff.
Not much, just working my fucking face off, and I'm gonna be looking forward to when I can crash and nearly die.
There's a theme here today. Man, I gotta get out of here. That idiot just told Abby to go kill herself. There's just a lot of crazy shit. You missed it.
No, I caught most of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like coming and yelling at people.
Peace-loving people, you know.
We love peace.
The moderates.
Breaking news, Trump just extended the ceasefire.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did we get for it? Did we get Greenland?
There you go, Jeff.
Because Iran refused to come to the negotiations in Pakistan until they take off the blockade. And but at the end, he decided to extend it without a new deadline, by the way. Until they will present the offer, or until the negotiation is over.
That just means that they're waiting for the third aircraft carrier to show up, and then we're just gonna destroy them. Yeah, I offered them a great ceasefire.
What up?
It was a beautiful one.
Isn't Gerald, or what's the name of that aircraft carrier? It's returning. Like apparently it's out of service already.
Yeah, Ford.
Yeah,
Gerald Ford.
There you go.
I think it'll be back in like 3 days.
I think that's what they're waiting just for that one specific aircraft carrier?
Well, that would be 3 aircraft carriers there simultaneously. 3 times the firepower we started this war with.
Okay.
Not even including all the other shit that came into the region after the fact.
Are the Europeans gonna finally come? These cocksuckers?
No, they don't know how to come.
Fuck. Then keep that fucking shit up closed. Fuck them. They don't deserve it.
They have projectile dysfunction.
I would keep it fucking closed. Fucking attack Iran and sit.
Well, it's a good thing you don't run Canada. Yeah, I mean, Rafi, put it in perspective, the only country in Europe that still has an aircraft carrier that is capable of actually staffing an aircraft carrier is France. Let that sink in that France has the most competent Navy in Europe. They're fucked.
I would trust the French Foreign Legion before a French Navy man. That's just my personal opinion.
My grandfather was in the French Foreign Legion.
I know I got the privilege of serving side by side with a garrison unit in Afghanistan. And I tell you what, dude, they're every bit of fucking savages. They are fucking gangsters.
That's what I hear. Yeah, so there's a very unique piece of history my grandfather was involved with. So I'll try to get through it quick because I gotta go. When the Vichy French government took over France in World War II, most people don't think about it, but what did the French Foreign Legion do when Hitler essentially had a puppet government in France? And the answer is half of it fought for Free France and half of it fought for Vichy France. They met each other once on the battlefield in Italy, and my grandfather was in that battle where he fought his French Foreign Legion brothers.
Yeah, Jeff, the first time I met French Foreign Legion, dude, the guy, they called him Butch, and the guy had a full face tat, blasted out face tat, and the guy had a broad axe. I guess, I don't know what he did, what his job was that required him to, I guess, symbolic or whatever. He was the only guy allowed to carry a broad axe. Boy, that dude scared it. That motherfucker scared the shit out of a lot of people. A full blasted out face tat, and the guy used to go around and cause he was Russian. I guess he left Russia and joined the French Foreign Legion, and the guy would go around like, "Fuck y'all, fuck y'all."
Well, time to go.
Thanks for joining, Ethan. What do you think of the topic?
Thanks for having me. What do I think? Well, what is anti-Semitism? What is Islamophobia? Is that what you're talking about?
Yes,
What do I
sir.
think about- Wow. Well, this is Independence Day in Israel. So I was looking for something about that, but this is a never-ending, very important subject. What is anti-Semitism? And he's just falling on me at midnight here in Israel. What do I think about this? It's important. It's very important to do this. I think very important that we talk about it and that we hear people's opinions about it and we know the reality. I mean, I have to say, I grew up in a shelter. I always grew up around Jewish people, and then I moved to Israel, and it's even more Jewish people. But when I got to a Clubhouse, and you hear people from all over, I heard stuff that I never really thought people really believed, but they do. So yeah, there's a lot of work to be done with this. I totally think this is a good idea to have a room like this. Sure.
I tell you what, when I came to Clubhouse, I've never heard so much disrespectful words portrayed amongst not just Jews, but pretty much just about everybody, sir. I mean,
Great.
I don't want to. Even the Jewish insults, I really never heard them growing up as a kid. I mean, the most I ever heard as a kid growing up is, you know, if you're gonna get a money guy, make sure he's Jewish because he's good with money. But, I mean, that's about as, I guess, rude it would get around my community. I grew up with, you know, Jewish, Asians, where you get Hindus, Christians, Catholics, atheists. You know, I mean, really never cared what you believed in, just as long as you had a good personality and, you know, and a good sense of humor.
Yeah, totally, damn, totally. So I didn't vote on this thing, but I'm just gonna vote to see how did you vote? That being
Well, I said I love them. You know, I have no ill will to the Jewish people. I mean, to me, I just call them people. I don't give a damn if you're Jewish. I don't give a hell. You could, you know, be pro Fonzie for all I care. You know, if you got a good sense of humor, good personality, you know, I really don't care what you believe in.
Yeah, that's the way everyone should think. Anyway, I'm gonna go to bed right now, so it's been nice talking to everybody.
All right, thank you for joining.
Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna friend you, add you. Yeah, you can add me, and that'd be cool. All right, we'll meet up again. Bye bye.
Yes, sir. Be good. So, Harry, what have you been up to all day, boss?
I've been working, bro. That's what I've been doing.
Same here. Slaving away, making that dollar for the honey.
Hell yeah.
I got 15 pickups today. Different farms I gotta go to pick up. Oh, total's gonna be about 48 cows in total. You know, 20 steers, 18 heifers. I gotta take down to Okeechobee and hopefully grab a load of freaking pigs on the way out so I can make it home.
That's what's up, man. Well, keeping yourself busy is always good. Good to hear, man. I'm watching the hockey game tonight because my team is in the playoffs, so gotta watch it, you know, do my due diligence. But yeah, other than that, this was a good room at first, and I don't know. Honestly, sick of talking about this shit. But I'm not at the same time.
Yeah. I'm sorry, what is it? I gotta get clean shaved so I can be a little misbehaving this weekend. I gotta go out to Arizona this weekend for some military fun. So that's gonna be interesting.
Nice, bro. That's something to look forward to.
You know what? It's fun till you ride in the back of a 20-ton when it's driving down a dirt road and all you have is canvas flaps to protect you from the sun, but the rooster tail kicking up in dust. You come out looking like you fell on baby powder. I mean, you're dusty everywhere. Welcome back, Miss Abby.
Thank you, guys. I had to look at, needed to break from that.
You see Dan, what I sent you, Abby? Dan,
Yeah.
Saturday, piece of shit.
Yeah. You know,
You're in the Matrix, Abby.
sorry about that. He has a house where I am, but there's like all kinds of issues with his family, and he lost like a ton of money.
Just,
You know, yeah.
may he lose more. I think he voted as Israel's like number one anti-Semite.
Yeah. I mean, I think Randy will find.
You think what?
I think she got a call.
Yeah.
I just hope he gets. I hope he gets off that negative path that he's on. You know, that's all I hope.
It's only getting worse.
What is?
Dan Bilzerian.
Oh, that guy is a piece of shit.
Beyond.
I think he's just a troll. My opinion. I think he's a troll because.
No, he's not a troll. He's Armenian, bro. Armenians, they hate Israel. They hate Jews because Israel supplied weapons to Azerbaijan, which mostly was just drones, to fight Armenia. So they have like a bad taste in their mouth for Israel and for Jews. That's what it just comes down to, really, at the end of the day. Same thing with that. There's a couple Armenians on this app. His name's Alan. He talks like very slow like this. That motherfucker's also Armenian, and he will talk so much shit about Israel and Jews. So it's an Armenian thing, trust me. There's another Armenian on here, Ludwig. Same thing with him. He has the Armenian flag and the Palestinian flag. Half Armenian, half Palestinian flag together. Like, doesn't even make sense. They're not even close, anywhere close geographically. I don't even know how that would make sense for that. You know, so it's like, he wants his country too. He wants his country to be with Palestine or whatever, not even a real country. And then it's like they criticize America for being allies with Israel. These people are hypocrites, bro. You know, so that's what I'm saying. So it's all about this Armenia shit because they got mad that Israel supplied weapons to Azerbaijan. And that's it. And Azerbaijan are actually Muslims, most of them. So it's actually crazy that Israel has allied ship with a Muslim country like that. So they're all hypocrites, bro. They're all hypocrites.
I don't see eye to eye with Ludwig. I mean, he's
a fucking piece of shit. That's why.
Yeah,
Oh, he's vile.
Like,
he's vile, yeah. He's not only he's vile, and like you see, that runs deep in these Armenian roots because Dan Barzelian, he says the same exact shit. He talks the same way. They all talk the same way. They're such hypocrites, and they want to criticize Israel being like murderers and genocide, but the shit that comes out of their mouth, they seem like they would be the first ones to do something like that if they could, you know? So, and their country went through a fucking genocide.
well, like, I was in a room with Ludwig, and he's complaining about Israel, or like he calls Pisrael or whatever. And I told him, I said, are you just like upset with the government of Israel, or like
he hates
the people of Israel?
No, he wants us over.
Yeah, and he said the whole state. I was like, so you're blaming children and everybody in the state of Israel. I say, it sounds like you have an issue with the government of Israel, but you're a blanket statement against the whole community, whole population. And I'm like, yeah, I say.
Yeah, and Dan Barzelian is the same way, Steppy, by the way. It's the same exact, I'm telling you, the same way. Same exact shit. Nothing different. So
I mean, I come from an era where, you know, you can say fuck your government, you know. I mean, shit, dude. You know, look at us, dude. When Joe Biden was in, shit, every day it's like my fucking president's a fucking retard, you know. But I want to tell you this right now: no matter my complete opposition with the values that Biden had, I would never want harm to anybody in the administration. And I would never, I have frustrations with China. You know, well, you know what? I acknowledge the Chinese people are great people. I acknowledge that, you know, the Chinese community has done great things agricultural. I just don't see eye to eye with the Chinese government because I don't believe in communist or dictatorship. And I try to explain that to people. I say, if you have a problem with the American government, say you have a problem with the American government. Don't say that every person in America, is a blanket statement criminal. I mean, maybe I'm just a fool for thinking like that. Maybe that's just me, but I can't stand Ludwig. He's worse than a bed bug.
Yeah, I mean, those type of people, I don't even worry about them. He had, the thing is, he has money, but so do these other politicians as well. So it's not like he, has something special to offer that other politicians don't. He's just a known figure on the internet. I mean, honestly, if you're a normal-minded person and you listen to the way that he talks, the majority of people won't want to vote for somebody like that. So, I mean, the vile shit that comes out of his mouth, and the violence, the way he talks and the way he expresses himself and shows himself, and he's also a piece of shit. Most Christian conservatives will never vote for that guy. The way he exploits women and shit, and he's very sexualized, and he has his own marijuana company. These Christian conservatives will never vote for him in this part of Florida. So I don't. He's the fucking idiot. He lives in his own fucking social media world, like most of these retards on this app do, as well. So yeah, that's it. We'll see what happens, but I'm not too worried about him. So we have fucking Ilhan Omar in our fucking government. We should be more worried about people like her and fucking Rashida Tlaib.
Can we invite that Mr. guy? He looks pretty.
He's a fucking retard. He's a retarded wannabe, whatever the fuck his name wants to call himself, Palestinian. We know who he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know, boss. Sorry.
Well, it's okay. I know him. We know him. He comes in here and he wants to cry to us about it, girl. So funny.
Hey, I want to listen. I gotta get the power washer out. I gotta cool these cows down. They're heating up down here.
Alright, man. Don't step in too much cow shit. Is that your boyfriend, Mr. Raji? Is that the little boy that you had sex with? Oh, so cute. I know you guys love to have sex with little boys. Or is that your little cousin? Who is that, Mr. Raji? Fucking piece of shit. What's up, Shlomi?
Yeah, what's up?
Not sleeping?
On the way soon.
Ah, okay. I see. Nothing much. You missed the room, bro. This is like the end of the room pretty much now.
Yeah, I listened most of it from downstairs.
Ah, okay. You were here for a little bit, yeah.
Well, I almost has a green button.
I don't know who gave it to him, not me. Should we take care of it real quick? Okay, let's take care of it real quick. There we go. We can bring him back up. Here you go, Amos. Come back up. Amos, you jealous of us? What's going on with your rooms, bro? No one's in your rooms anymore. What's going on, man? If you want to have big rooms, you got to be in our rooms now. This is the new rules. So, no one comes to Amos' rooms anymore. It's only Harry and BB room. That's it. No more Amos room.
Whoa.
Amos a la playa.
Amos' room is over. No more. No more coexistence, OBD bullshit. No one wants to coexist. Bullshit.
We'll coexist.
Wow, that's what he names his rooms every time. Coexist. Coexistence.
Come on.
He doesn't want to come. He's mad now that I moved him down to take the green bean away from him. I think BB gave him the green bean. I don't know why he did. BB's too nice.
Piece of shit, what's up?
Only 10 minutes. Only Amos. For 10 minutes. Minutes.
Almost.
Salmi. Long time no see.
Yeah, what's up? Everything's okay.
Yes, how are you doing?
Good, thank God.
How's the weather over there? Do you have good weather?
It's cold.
It's cold. Really?
Yeah, it's still cold.
What would you consider cold? Like 60
Like
degrees?
now it's 12 degrees Celsius.
Really? It's cold over there, huh?
It's cold, yeah.
We still have freezing weather here. Last
Really?
week I was wearing shorts and now I'm wearing a winter jacket.
That sucks.
It sucks. It really does.
That's such a change in emotions, you know?
It is. I was so ready for like to start doing my outside walks and it's not happening.
Same here, it was a week that it was like really hot, like 35,
Yeah.
and now it's again like this.
Still though, brought the flowers out.
Yeah, you know what? I have a big, beautiful pink tree in front of my house, but I don't think it's gonna last that long.
Would you be shocked that I told you that all of our plants died here in Florida because it got down to the 20s at one point, so everything died?
Wait,
Isn't that
how do you
crazy?
even handle that, Harry? Do you own like winter jackets?
Of course, I used to live in a cold place, so I have winter clothes still. But they were telling people to like drip their fucking sinks and shit because pipes freeze over. I was like, it's crazy to think about in Florida, but it was like a week or 2 weeks that it was like fucking freezing.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Harry, don't remind me, dude. So next week I'm gonna be running peanuts. So a buddy of mine, him and his wife, they grow peanuts in Georgia, and he asked me and my brothers because they're short through semi trucks. So I'm gonna be running peanuts all week. So they're doing their spring harvest and planting.
I love peanuts. Boiled peanuts are the best, man. That's some fucking redneck shit.
Yeah, dude, I think Georgia for peanut season, I think they do, what is it, 70,000 in the hoppers. So we'll be running 70,000 per truckload. So can't go wrong with that.
Nice, man. Hell yeah.
Wait, can I?
What's up, Baya?
Hey, can I answer the question?
Sure can.
Alright, so what is anti-Semitism? My answer is anti-Semitism is a result of Christian aggression, which is a result of Muslim aggression or Islamic aggression. And then what is Islamophobia? It's a political ploy to legally trap people that are expressive against the spread of forced spread of Islam.
Anybody wanted to say anything to what he had to say?
Yeah, Christian aggression is a thing though. We gotta.
Christian aggression? Yeah, I guess you can say so. I mean, I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't disagree with it.
Thank you.
From hearing a lot of the Christians on this app, yeah, definitely. Honestly, even way before I came on this app, my whole life I heard that shit here in America. The Jews killed Jesus. The Jews killed Jesus. All this shit, you know, and this is the people saying the same exact shit on this app. So, and it's all white people that say that. White Christians that say that. Also black people too. Black Christians on here also.
Yeah, I'm not against Christianity. I think there's a good, like, healthy way to practice it.
Sure, I agree.
And
I have plenty of friends. One of my best friends who I grew up with, his family, they're really good Christians. I actually, you know, I enjoy talking to them.
And I would think that in America, because there's such like a diversity of different denominations of Christianity, that ideally speaking, at least in an ideal world, there would be some dialogue as to what is mutually agreed upon set of values and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But I will say one thing: while the Brits were in India, they basically put the Easter Bunny on the what's it called? On the economic thing, or I don't know. Basically, I don't know how to say it, but basically they made all the many of the Christian holidays celebrated in Europe as part of the Hallmark holidays. You know, so part of the economic system. That's one thing that they do.
Sure, that was
of course.
that the
I think what
Catholic
the word is they crucified the Easter Bunny. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, pretty sure. I know the Catholic Church. They transitioned a lot of the pagan histories into like some type of Christian holiday. Like if you look at like what was it, like All Souls Day, which I think it was what was it? What's the pagans one where they transitioned into fall, and then they transitioned. The Catholic Church jumped in and said, "Oh, it's All Souls Day," and then it went to pray, and then now it's modern day Halloween and stuff like that. I'm Catholic,
Right.
sir.
There you go. So you know the history, yeah. And I have that fear that they want to kind of do the similar thing to India, in the sense they would allow, the extremists from Pakistan to keep attacking India because they would give them an excuse to come in with Christianity to do the same thing that they did to Europe to India, in the sense of and the best thing is, my opinion doesn't matter. Like they don't mind and I don't matter. You know what I mean? It's like a very racist way of approach. Like I go to job to work here, and people when they're retiring or they're on vacation, oh, I'm going to India to spread the gospel through my church. Who are you to question why am I going to India? Like what the fuck? So it's very prominent.
See,
They view India the same way that the Roman Empire viewed Europe. Same thing.
see, sir, I'm going to tell you this right now. You're talking to a Christian man. I'm practicing Catholic, I believe in it, but you will never hear me say to you that I'm better than anybody else out there. And I'm going to tell you why. When I go to my parish on Sundays, and I sit down there and I get my lecture, and I talk to my deacon or my padre, the priest, and he starts talking nonsense. We got a new priest, okay? Right out of school. Great guy.
Yeah, I was challenged by my aunt's a widow. And this Christian man came to my aunt's house. Somehow he got in, and he just stood there in front of me with his knighting sword, and just like stood in front of my face. Didn't say a word, just stood in front of my face. This converted Indian Christian man. They're very extremely aggressive. Like, they want to get in your face. They want to challenge everything.
Right.
Without
Now you're
saying
saying,
a word.
was this an Indian person or was this a Christian that was?
It was converted Indian.
Ah,
From the
I
Pentecostal
see.
tradition. Pentecostal
Okay.
Christian,
Right. And I'm a non-denominational practicing Christian, and I will say that like my church has had missionaries there. We went and donated money so that they could build a church there. We fed people there, and that's all we've done. It's not a forced thing. It's a part of our faith, and I don't know if I don't see him on the stage anymore, but if he wants to talk to it, it's part of our faith it's known as the Great Commission that says that we should go and make disciples of other Christians. It's not a forced thing. It's never you convert or we'll kill you. And it's never a way of trying to, I think that like there's a misconception there. Now, if this is somebody that you're saying is someone that is a person from India that has converted to some form of Christianity, and a lot of times that happens. They take money from the Christian or a church, not necessarily the Catholic Church. It could be a missionary church from America. They'll take the money and then they will convert the Bible into a Hindu version of Christianity or a Muslim version of Christianity, and it's not Christianity. And what they use the money for might not even be anything to build a church or to help. It might actually be harm other Indian people. But then who gets the backlash from that? The Christians do. The Christians that are trying to help.
It's not only that, it's the Hindu people of India too. We get the backlash for it.
Sir, and I think that needs to be said.
That needs to be changed 100%. Well, the thing is, you have to understand, the British really destroyed India for like 300 years. The existence of the U.S. for 250 years is basically predicated on destruction of India from one point of view. That's how long the British were there. So the British uprooted our educational system and all that stuff. So I think finally the tides are changing for India because we have a long tradition and long history that most people not only don't know about, but they don't care to even acknowledge us as people. That's the whole point from a religious standpoint. And you have to admit that in the past, Christians looked at everybody else as either heathen or uncivilized and subject to conversion. Like that's a historical part of colonialism. That's a historical part, and it's so hard, for the Indian people who were here in like the 70s and even before to establish like a temple and stuff like that in America. And why is it so easy for Christians to just go to India and do whatever they want? You know what I mean? Like I'm not against the faith, but I'm against, why is the double standard?
Because they take the money.
Yeah, that's
They
the thing. And
they take the money.
India. That's the thing. The British really
See,
raped India.
And I understand that. That was Britain. Yeah, but
and
this
that's
is
why,
Britain.
my opinion,
Yeah, but I'm in America.
no Christian missionary should be allowed in, especially after what Mother Teresa did. Do you know what she did? Well, of course not. Most people don't know, and I'm not blaming you, that like 40 to 80,000 children, were used, their bones were used for medical research purposes. If the children 8 or 9 years old did not agree to change their names to a Christian name, she would allow them to starve to death. That was Mother Teresa.
What's interesting to me is that they will, because my brother just got back from missionary work in India, and what he would see is that you had like a patriarch family where it was starving children, right? And you had a father of a group that would send their children to Christian missionaries saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry. And obviously, of course, if they have money, they're going to give it to the kids. Or if they have food, honestly, if you even give them food, they'll take the food, they'll take the money, and then they bring it back to their family, and the family doesn't give it to the kids. So I think that now, if you want to talk historically, what Christians have done and what Great Britain has done to India, absolutely, sir, there's no contest. There's atrocities within the Christian faith throughout history. But if you want to look at modern day missionary groups and where they're misappropriating Christian funds, especially from churches from America, I think that's wrong, just on its face wrong.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know why you're taking a defensive position here, because my whole point is, India, I'm taking a defensive position from the Hindus because we were destroyed by the British to a large degree. I'm not against, Christians doing, charity work and helping people, but I am, from a cultural and national standpoint, we have a right to reclaim our own land, own religion back without, unfair interference with Christian missionaries, and that's what I'm trying to get to. So the point is, you guys want to help the people, but you're taking a defensive position about missionary work. But I'm saying, the people need help, and they need to do it themselves without the help of missionaries, with their own indigenous things. That's where I'm coming from.
They're reaching out to our church, and I know what you're saying, sir. But one, you're conflating Britain and America, and two, you're saying, hey, when they're able to contact, let's say,
America is
church,
the brainchild
don't
of the
give them
UK.
money.
But America is the brainchild of the UK.
Okay, we have our own country. We're not under a king. Yes, you can. We have a democracy. We are not under kingship. We are not under a king and queen.
It's not a democracy. It's a republic.
Thank God, it's a republic for which it stands in that, and in that it
No,
makes
one
it
nation
even
under
better.
God.
Does this sound like England? Do you, sir?
Well, here's the thing. You have to take into consideration what India has gone through. And there is, I would say, from America, there is a very large movement to try to make India converted to Christianity. At least a large chunk of it. Like, you have to at least acknowledge that.
Another thing is as churches reach out to other Christian churches in India, we can turn away. We can not do the Great Commission. We can say we're not going to go forth and help other Christians build their churches in India. We're not going to feed their families. We're not going to feed their children, and we're going to do not do unto others as we would want done unto us. But that's not what we're called to do. So while they're reaching out to us for money,
I'm not against Christianity. I'm not against Jesus, the teachings of Jesus. I understand what you're saying, and I think there, like you said, there's a proper way of doing it. And as long as, there's going to be shades of gray about it. I'm just saying, from an overall point of view, it seems to be a trend to convert India to Christianity, is what I'm trying to say. I'm coming from an Indian standpoint. Now here's the thing. I'm not...
Yeah, and I respect that, but but I'm coming from an American standpoint.
But it's not just American. It's a Christian standpoint.
Most importantly, a Christian American standpoint.
Thank you. So what I'm trying to say here, people don't acknowledge the atrocities done by Mother Teresa to the native population of India, right? And that's where I'm getting to.
What Mother Teresa to do? I thought she was nice.
Thousands of Indian children who did not agree to change their name to a Christian name were starved to death, and their bones were used for medical research purposes. You don't know about that.
Wait, Mother Teresa did that?
Because the news is controlled by many that are Christian in their faith, and they don't want to speak.
Wait, I thought the media was controlled by the Jews.
Well, I don't know. Looks like
yeah.
Well, that's what they say on this app and all over the internet. So
a lot of Hindus have suffered due to both the British, Portuguese, and Mother Teresa. I'll just keep it there.
So it's better to paint all of Christianity under someone who all blames Jewish people.
I'm not. I'm just saying Christianity is a problem within the fold of missionary activity. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, there is an answer.
He said at the beginning that there's good denominations of Christianity also.
Absolutely.
Like he definitely said it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but us Catholics, we're good people.
What? But no, that's the one he has the biggest problem.
It's not all bad, and that goes with the territory too. A lot of churches and big institutions do have internal problems, and that's okay. We have to address them, not to conflate all of it. But I'm just saying, like overall, it seems to be a little bit of a trend, and maybe it's supposed to happen. But I'm not. I would still definitely stand by my faith. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but we can definitely say that Islam is the worst.
I think we can all.
Yeah, I hear.
I agree with that.
I definitely agree with that, and I think this is where we kind of have to be the mature part and kind of not only not fight with each other but come together. So, all right.
I agree on that. Sorry, Kitty, I didn't mean to cut you off. You wanted to say?
Yeah, and Kitty, you're very mature, and I appreciate your arguments and everything that you said, and I thank you for that. I appreciate that because it is important that you do stick up for it. And I'm not blaming anyone per se. I'm just saying, because I wish India did have a better system of overall education and everything for its population in general, and things are changing slowly. But at the same time, you have the whole New World Order stuff and all the other craziness going on. So it's not always a linear path, so to speak.
Well,
there's a lot of conflating that's happening in this part of the conversation that I'm just going to brush over out of respect to the other mods in the room. But I think that there is a massive problem with conflating one person or one Christian's wrongdoing and saying that it's a part of the faith, the doctrine, or even the missionary work as a whole.
And that also goes for the same people of Indian origin living in the U.S. too. One bad apple should not ruin the whole bunch. I totally agree.
Oh my God, hey, I'm back. I'm sorry about cutting you off. I got pulled over by a state boy. I guess I was cooking that felony line a little too heavy. And,
did you get a ticket?
Hell yeah, I got a ticket. Some bitch want to give me a warning.
You don't have family members?
Should have pulled the veteran card. I'm a veteran. I served in Iraq. You should have pulled that card. No, you can't do it. They record you now all the time, so you can't.
Yeah, it's when I was in Iraq, I was defending your rights.
Honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if you were the president of this country, you break the law, you have to pay the price.
Well, Hunter Biden never paid the price.
He wasn't the president, but yeah. What about Bill Clinton? He got head in the Oval Office.
Well, he also lied under oath. Lied under oath.
What about Richard Nixon? Why didn't he pay the price?
Yeah, he spied illegally.
Watergate, the whole Watergate, yeah. He should have been in jail. That's what I'm saying. So I don't truly believe that, but I know what you're saying.
See here, do you blame Bill? Do you blame?
It's like your girl Nancy Pelosi's making all that money on the stocks. Like, where is she gonna?
I can't hear you, Steffi. You should just worry about not getting another ticket, bro.
Yeah, put your hands at 10 and 2.
This dude's gonna get a ticket for fucking being on the phone while driving.
That's okay. That doesn't have a point.
You know, my brother is a police officer, and he loves getting tickets to people who talk on the phone in the car.
He just loves it. That's what he wakes up in the morning ready to do.
Violation, so it's okay. Those are just like weekend tickets.
No, in New Jersey,
are different. Bro.
Yeah, in New Jersey, it's a big fine.
No,
and, if you
no
do it
point.
twice, you have to go to community service.
Bro, some states it's a big violation. Like they compare it to drinking and driving.
It doesn't have a point. It doesn't have a point.
Yeah, because California, a bunch of retards, bro, running that state. That's why. They have a bunch of idiots running this state. They let fucking criminals go and break into places.
It's gonna be out of
they give a driver's license.
They go ahead and steal whatever you guys want to steal. If it's underneath $999, no one's going to jail. So everyone just went in and like hundreds of people would go into a Target and just loot the place. Fucking clean.
That's right. That's right.
Fucking California, bro. Fuck California. Fucking ridiculous.
You know what's funny, Harry, is like because of the way their ranked choice voting works, they might get a Republican governor next.
Dude, I'll be fucking shocked.
Dude, the number 1 and number 2 voters are polling. They're both Republicans. So,
Wow.
Is that something?
The only Republican nominee is the sheriff. What was his name? Chad Bianco.
Wait, for governor?
And also Hilton as well. Don't forget Hilton.
For governor?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, for governor, yeah.
So,
Newsom is leaving. Newsom's not doing
So who's the Democrat? Sorry, Star. I just want to ask him real quick. So who's the Democratic candidate then?
Your boy, Swalwell. Your boy Swalwell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then he had to resign from that. And it's that one fat lady who beat up her husband. She's down there too.
Oh my God, bro.
Of course, there always have to be a fat woman.
Anyways, go ahead, Steffi.
well, I'm gonna say with my phone. So like, I got a flip phone, but I got a tablet, and I use my.
Wait, you have a flip phone?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Why can I picture you
like a Motorola Razr or like a Kyocera?
It's an old Motorola Razr. It's a good one.
They still make those things? I didn't even realize they still make them.
No, dude, I've had mine since I bought it in 2009, dude.
I didn't even know they made them in 2000. I thought they had iPhones in 2009 already.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Steffi, here for a second. Can I take you to a private room for 1 second?
Dude, he had an old phone. Whoa, we're taking him to the right.
Wow.
He had an old phone back in 2009.
What if your battery died? Well, what do you do?
What's going on, sir? What do you need? Do you need Ralph?
Just join the...
He wants it private with you.
Just bring up.
Alright, tell us what goes on there when you come back, bro. Alright? Alright, cool. Let's see what they
That's not trading dick pics.
Huh?
Are they still into guys?
Dude, he's probably in the room with him and BB, and they're probably discussing something about modding. Who knows?
David said he wanted dick pic? Is that what that is?
Probably, bro. Don't tempt him with a good time.
Fucking David, man.
Yeah, bro. Like Harry, you should look at the news about California. Yeah, because if the two Republicans who are polling at the top right now, if they remain that way, then the voters will only have two options: the Republican or the Republican come November for governor of California.
That's gonna be crazy if that happens. We'll see.
Yeah, the last time was Schwarzenegger, right? It was the last Republican governor of California.
I thought he was Democrat.
No, he was a Republican.
Really?
Then he changed to independent, yeah.
I don't know that.
It's like, like Bloomberg, he ran as a Republican, he won the mayor of New York, and then he became independent second term.
And you know what? Arnold Schwarzenegger was actually a good, he was a good governor.
Yeah, he did good.
So he did a good job.
Yeah. Also, like Pataki, he was the last Republican governor of New York, and he did a good job too.
Yeah. He wasn't even American, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He fucking came from Austria or whatever.
Yeah, that's why he could never be president of the United States.
Yeah. Yeah. But he was able to be governor.
And we got Trump. I'll take Trump over Schwarzenegger anyway.
Of course. All these people talking shit about Trump on here, like, and during the election they were all for Trump. Now all of a sudden they're not, so because Trump got coerced into the war by Israel. Oh my God, Israel forced America to go into the war.
Yeah, because you know what? They take that one statement by Marco Rubio. He said basically that, yes, we knew that Israel was going to go into Iran, and they let us know. So we went as well. That doesn't mean they forced them. They didn't force us.
Right, it was because of shared intel that was
exactly
fucking important.
But all these
this
people
is what I
on this,
love. Why do they act like this is like Iran's like some brand new problem? Like, are you new here? Every administration has had to deal with fucking Iran, but all of a sudden we're gonna act like we're brand new.
Because they're uneducated. They just have no idea. They're no clue.
Their Jew hatred is blinding, dude.
That also, that's another, that's a whole other thing.
Well,
it's
it's because they hate Israel so much. Even the idea that Bibi influenced us to do something makes them so mad.
Well, they hate Israel a lot because it's not because of what happened now. It's because of what happened a couple of years back. All the propaganda behind it that actually Iran puts lots of money into it and resources into, and so do other oppositions like Qatar and all those fucking media outlets that they own, like Al Jazeera. And then the whole left here in America too. They all fed into that shit, all that propaganda, and they made it part of their movement. So that's why it spread like a fucking wildfire, pretty much.
Well, there are also other agents that are like China and Russia that are promoting this because they see that this topic of Israel is very polarizing. So you will see many accounts that used to talk about the Russia-Ukraine war, and overnight basically all moved to talk only about Israel. And Israel and everything about it is a very profitable brand. It's very easy to use, it's free to use, you can do whatever you want with it, and it makes you profit.
Daniel, Russia has a plan. Again, I always bring
this to destabilize the West, basically.
Yes, but it's like, again, I always...
Yeah, but for their own interest.
Of course, for their own interest.
So Daniel,
they cannot do it with weapons, so they do it with the West, the tools of the West itself.
So, America had, the Western world had the thing to basically take apart big Russia. They wanted it to many different regions, sectors, for Russia not to be that big Russia. While Russia always had the intentions to fucking divide the American or Western values. So this was like a long time plan that's happening. If you watch Yuri Bezmenov, the interview he gave in the 60s, and now we're living in 2026, everything a man said in the 60s is happening today, and how it would be, and he was saying it how it is all gonna happen. It's trippy, scary that this is actually happening and people are actually fell for this. Because Americans are divided as fuck between themselves. And they're divided not religiously, politically.
Remington, I got a message for Daniel. I'm sorry to interrupt this positive and great conversation, but I fear my wife should whoop my ass. So, my wife, I shared your Spotify music to my wife, and she's by the way, a true blue Catholic woman. And she absolutely liked and followed your music. She wanted me to let you know you got a great set of vocals on you, Mr. Daniel. So I'm sorry for interrupting. I know it's not important what you guys are talking, but I didn't want to have a brain fart and forget to tell you that, Mr. Daniel.
Why do you call him Mr.?
Because he has respect on my piece of shit.
Thank you, Steppy. That was sweet.
Mr. David, we can be fools, talk shop around here, but some of us got that old swagger, and I try to give everybody a sign of respect. They're at least entitled to it until they become a fool, and then they're not.
So I should start saying Mr. Harry.
Just a sign of respect there, my guy. You know?
I'm not your guy, pal.
But David, you see, we're not gonna call you Mr. David. We're gonna just call you cunt. You see, Steppy knows just to call you directly cunt.
Do you next time cunt or just like the bad?
Just direct cunt, not Mr. Cunt, just direct cunt, Steppy.
Okay.
You know, my friends from London will call me the C word, and that's the word.
Which one? Cat?
So, Mr. David, that's the military joke when someone would say, because in the military we do acronyms all the time, and so anytime when someone get called cunt, we'd be like, so is that an acronym for see you next time? Or, so that's just a little insight.
Don't you find it very interesting that the nation that is like the bastion of freedom of speech, like the First Amendment, and like all the like self-censorship, like N-word, this word, R-word, bleeping on TV, I only see it in the United States, like bleeping in songs. You're the only country that bleeps songs for like fuck or whatever.
That's because it's the law.
Yeah, I know it's the law, but it's the law in the United States only. Like, it's not a law like in Israel or in Europe. It's just in the United States. And you're also the only one that will say N-word, R-word, C-word, F-word, you know? Like
that's because, our Puritan forefathers, they escaped England because of all the craziness. They wanted a more pure life.
But in England, they are very outspoken. I don't know, I think it's kind of interesting that,
we escaped that. We didn't want to be part of that.
The freedom of speech.
No, but America, they didn't, the Puritans that came over to the Mayflower, they didn't like the,
Excuse me, cunt.
I thought you were calling Mr. David.
No, I was supposed to call you cunt, so excuse me, Mr. Cunt. So Daniel, I got a good one for you. You can use this in an office environment. So we used to tell people to focus. Do you know what focus means, Mr. Daniel?
Go focus.
Focus means fuck off because you're stupid. So it's a polite way to be insulting.
Well, yeah, the word yours starts with a Y, not a U.
And this is why people don't invite you to parties, David.
Hey, cunt. Don't make him cry.
Wait, who?
Yes, I don't see my therapist until Thursday, so.
You can call me when.
Telephone right now.
Now there's teletherapy where you have to be on the phone to talk.
Yeah, but it's not the same.
You can have AI, and they'll be there all the time.
David is like the one I remember from Step Brothers when he went to the therapist. Are you my girlfriend now? You know, as long as she was listening to him, he thought that he was already dating.
No, I'm not a triads. I've seen my therapist since I was in high school, so it's been a long time. And
they still can't fix you, David? Usually people retire after, you know.
Well, it's not about fixing.
Ah, got it. It's keeping you aligned.
We just worked on this, Rafi, that it's not fixing him. We just passed this breakthrough.
You can't fix what's broken to that point.
And now you're bringing it back.
This is irreparable, guys. This is a salvage.
Interesting.
Have you ever went to your therapist drunk, David? Be honest.
No, of course not. No.
Now you never showed her that side of David?
It's every Thursday at 3 o'clock.
Did she come ever drunk too? Session.
Not that I know of, no.
She probably fucking has to pound a bottle after listening to David. She's like, fuck my life.
Yeah,
This therapist needs a therapist after listening to David.
Well, don't therapists, what are the therapists usually?
Yeah, like, you remember the movie?
Yes, we have clients like David, 100%.
Remember The Sopranos, where the therapist went to a therapist? Yeah. No, my therapist is cool. And she does a good job.
I like these new
She calms me down. I've never brought up Rafi's name to my therapist. I brought up Harry's name.
Thank God. Please don't bring
nobody else in this room.
Therapist.
Yeah,
do not use my name in general.
Well, not do anything to upset me, then I mean, I have to bring up your name. So this is.
So Brady Bunch type of things. And Rafi.
You know, I got a funny doctor story. So a couple of years ago, I had to get a tooth pulled out. I cracked my tooth in half, and where was I? I was in Douglas, okay? And I was running some heifers back over to Gulfport, and I was chewing some Copenhagen, and I ended up going to a dentist, and the dentist chewed my ass out because I was chewing tobacco at the fucking dentist's office. You know? I caught one hellacious ass chewing, sir.
Anybody else for poker?
I just poker.
We talking 5-card draw? Texas Hold'em? Or what?
Yeah, Texas Hold'em.
What about
We're doing cash? We're doing cash or ass?
App. On this app, or with the other app.
I know, but what are we betting? We betting cash or ass?
The coins and the,
They're saying, I collect.
Yeah, that's probably an option. Like, you can, like, if you win the Texas Hold'em, like, the whatever, like, let's say 5 people play, you win 100,000 coins. Probably trade that for, like, you know, some coin that will buy you which one. Now that cryptocurrency is here.
Oh, spades. You like spades? See, I don't mind playing spades.
No, is that like what? Blackjack?
No. It's collecting spades, my guy.
Spades.
Blackjack's okay, but I'd rather play Texas.
You know, I didn't play this in a long time. Good old dice game. See, I used to make
CeeLo. 7-Eleven and CeeLo. Fuck, I loved it. 3 dice, 2 dice.
4 or 5, 6. I used to make extra $100 a week in the barracks playing a good game of dice.
Hey, fuck y'all niggers, nigga.
When?
Right now, nigga.
Okay, where?
I'll
You buying drinks?
Nigga, shut the fuck up.
You buying drinks?
Shut up, nigger.
You buy, like, how long with the sexy talk?
Well, you said fuck you, and then he said where?
Yeah, like, I'm like, what's...
Now you backing out?
33 McCarthy,
What are you, a faggot?
32.
Hold on. You're sending me a cab, right?
Yeah, I'll send you a cab, bro.
Okay.
You're black, I'll send you a cop car, actually.
I'm black? Like, I'm a bit tanned, but I would, like, okay, well, I guess it depends on who's looking. In some countries, yeah, I guess. In others, which is white.
Dan, you gotta ask him a real question. Bank, are you gonna braid your ass hairs before he shows up?
He laughed, bro. He laughed.
Aww.
Damn.
Such a tease. Man, you know.
Well, you missed it earlier. There was some guy denying that 6 million people died in the Holocaust.
I just came when he left.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
So, happy birthday, 78 for Israel, Mazal Tov.
Yes, happy birthday.
Happy Independence.
Our sovereign.
Happy birthday, Israel. You guys gonna celebrate with us on our 250, my guy?
Yes, of course.
I do appreciate that, Mr. Daniel.
It's coming right up.
I do appreciate that.
78 is not so round, but this is what we have.
Hey, one day you guys gonna hit that 250, my guy. You gonna hit that 250.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will not be here.
Hey, someone related to you will be.
So funny how David said maybe I won't be here. Like maybe.
I can try my best. And technology, the way that it lives lately. But nah.
Daniel, someone related to you or your offspring, you're gonna have grandbabies celebrating that 250. Just saying, my guy. You're gonna have it.
Yeah, what are you gonna do for the 250 celebration?
What am I gonna do?
You're gonna party for this, bro?
I'm in between Philadelphia.
Excuse me, sir.
He's gonna go to the house to get the fucking ice cream out of it.
Nice.
Actually, so a lot of the reserve units closer along the East Coast, we're going to be doing community parades celebrating the 250. So I will be in uniform doing a community
Are you doing
parade.
a reenactment?
No, sir. I'm in the reserve, sir. And so we're going to be out there letting the boys and girls, men and women see what 250 and what we're here for. You know, at least let them see, you gotta see the Marine Corps, my guy. So that's what we're doing for the 250.
Well, I'm going to be in New York City seeing they're going to do like a tall ships thing around the Hudson and the East River, so I'll be there for that. And also they're going to drop the ball in Times Square. Even though Mondavi said no people are allowed, but I'm going to try to sneak in there.
Why would no people be allowed?
Well, Mondavi said he doesn't want any people in Times Square.
Why?
I don't know.
Bro, dude, and Harry, you're
Because he's anti-American, you know that, Harry.
You know, they're gonna put the ball in Times Square, but they don't want any people there.
That's what he said. Yeah, he declared no people allowed in Times Square.
Is he allowed?
I was like, fuck that. Well, he's a mayor, I guess. He can do it.
I mean, it's public. It's like public place.
Yeah, but it's not a federal area, so if it was federal, then yeah, he would.
It's federal either way. It doesn't have to be a federal area. It's fucking part of the United States. It's not fucking New York is part of the United States. You know. So.
Well, he said So his explanation is he did a press conference and said that our resources are so thin we don't have enough police officers because of all the stuff that's going on for the 250 on July 4th that he said it's better if we don't have any people in Times Square for the ball drop. So,
but they've done it for years. I don't understand.
I mean, they did it for BLM.
So, Harry, I was going to tell you, so for the Army's birthday, my last active duty role.
You know, the Army is older than the country.
Excuse me, sir. Just a little patience, my guy. So for the celebration for the Army, that I was attached to an age 35 Super Stallion. You can Google it. We call it the Jelly Bean. And so they brought 4 out there. And see, I was out of the North Carolina fixed wing unit, and so we sent R4 over there. So I had a blast just dogging the shit out of my colleagues in the Army, because civilians, dude, there's nothing. I'm going to geek out a little bit, and there's nothing more patriotic, no sense of accomplishment when you got children, little boys, little girls, teenagers coming up, and they're seeing what we do daily. You know what I mean? And just
they shake your hand like thank you for your service, right?
Well, it's not that, dude. They're asking questions. We actually get to show the American people, you know, what Uncle Sam, you know, can do, what the belt to ass really looks like, you know, to anybody who seeks aggression with America. And I was really proud of that day. I met a lot of great monumental people, great commanders, and got to talk a little shit with some Army personnel, but a little bragging moment. Sorry for my geeking out, but that's probably like my highlight out of my 23 years active before I transitioned to reserves. Just geeking out. Sorry about that, Harry.
That's nice.
No,
I like that. That's cool.
Awesome. Nothing to be sorry. Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important now, especially what's happened in this whole fucking Iran thing, right? Everyone's saying that America's so weak, that we lost, we're scared, but we lost. So I think it's important for our young generation.
Even like my liberal friends, when they see like Tim Walz and senators go to like Spain and like bad math America, it's like, what are they doing? That's like treasonous almost. It's so stupid. It's like, why are you going overseas to bad math America? So dumb.
Because they're pussies, that's why. They don't want to do it here in America.
I was just apologizing for taking the mic too long. I try not to take the mic when I geek out. What's going on, Alistair? Well, thank you for joining.
Put a link in the chat. These are the controversial quotes by Winston Churchill on Islam. He talks about Mohammedan law and that it's retrograde and the closest thing next to slavery for women. I really encourage you to read it. If you'd like, I can read to you out loud a part of it. It says, "A degraded sensualism deprives this life of its grace and refinement, the next of its dignity and sanctity. The fact that in Mohammedan law, every woman must belong to some man as his absolute property, either as a child, a wife, or a concubine, must delay the final extinction of slavery.
You know what?
The faith of Islam has ceased to be a great power among men.
You know what? Trump,
individual Muslims may show splendid qualities, but the influence of the religion.
That doesn't sound like Churchill.
Oh no, you know David is a Muslim? No stronger retrograde force exists in the world. Far from being moribund.
So I remember like
is a militant, proselytizing faith.
In Trump's first
term,
he
already spread
that sound more
throughout
like
Central Africa.
That sound more like
raising fearless warriors.
No, Hitler talked German. He didn't talk English.
Were it not that Christianity is sheltered in the strong arms of science, the science against which it had vainly struggled, the civilization of modern unified
Hey, so I was actually
the civilized ancient Rome.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so Trump had a bust of Winston Churchill, and then when Biden came into office, he took the bust away, and he put Martin Luther King Jr. instead. And when Trump came back to the office, the first thing he did is he replaced the Martin Luther King bust with the Churchill bust. Fun fact.
I think we're ending this room. They opened another room. Let's go over there.
Did you check out the new features with the companions? Listen,
Wait, is it on the Switch or you're talking about your Nintendo, like the
Sky is on the Switch, but it's more so a sandbox because there's no online. But you can make it
online on the Switch.
I got it I got it on the computer, but I haven't messed with it yet because I wanted to try it because everybody was talking about it. But
Play it on the PC so you can experience online.
yeah, but I was like, maybe I should try on the Switch first.
If you turn on the PC, you can play with us.
The Switch is a very interesting way to learn how to play. The Switch is a good place to learn how to play before you go and play online.
Yeah, I feel like
I had like the FAA was hiring gamers.
Some staffing shortages. Yeah, I have heard that like a week.
Wait, say that again? You got a lot of background noise.
Gamers for staffing shortages.
Shortages,
Yeah. Hey, but no, I wanted to say already they added this update with the companions to where you can now scout. You can scout the companions on each planet, and they all have power levels and special abilities, and they rate them from, of course, Class D to Class S. And but you could also upgrade them in multiple ways to make them stronger fighters. But they have these holographic tables at the trading post, and inside of the what do you call it? The anomaly in the space station.
Yeah,
you can battle NPCs or other players.
Nah, I brought that up because it's the first step to them like using favors for the military type shit. Let's see how you do this.
It's not the first step. They've been doing this for a while now.
I don't know if I'm not in that field. I'm just saying.
Hey, have you seen Peripheral? What if it's some shit like that? You don't realize it? Never mind, let me stop.
Yeah, put my ball onto that shit.
They only did one season of that. They should have.
I know! That shit never came back. I was sure it was going to.
No, they were telling too much of that. They were telling far too much.
So it doesn't.
Straight in from there. Go ahead. Are you about to talk about the show or not?
No, not the show. I was about to talk about the FAA using gamers for.
You can hold that for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. For the show, like it's this concept that like all this stuff that's coming through technology is like either extraterrestrial or comes from the future. But I'm trying to figure out, right? Like if you're on a different plane, you're in a different timeline, you're ahead of me or whatever have you, and it's not like within the 24 hours of a time zone difference for the internet. How the fuck are you communicating with these people? So it's like, yo, that show explored a through line like that, or two things going on at the same time. Like I guess a parallel universe, but what would that be if you're ahead? It wouldn't be parallel, it's some other thing. But that concept is explored the best I've seen in any like work of art, visual media that I've seen. So I gotta say that about Peripheral. The fact that it only got one season is crazy. Great.
I'm telling you, I was upset. I was so upset. I'm like, it's not coming back.
Now, I was gonna say, air traffic control is one of the most stressful jobs, and so the fact that somebody drew the correlation that it takes somebody who can manage large systems, video game players manage large systems. Real talk. Like you take one of our conversations about Tropico or managing the network of stuff that you do in No Man's Sky and just directing how all of that stuff works, it makes sense to me that they would be utilizing people who are heavy video game players if that's the gist of what Smurf would.
Those are the best collaborators, I would say, like even gamers and athletes too. Like, don't take offense, that's not necessarily like how you were raised or whatever, but there's a certain amount of turbulence that you can kind of get through. Like when shit gets stressful, you can still kind of get to that objective, and then collaboration with people too. I think those are skills that are often slept on, but still valuable though. So
stress management. A lot of humans don't know how to manage stress. But video games provide you with an opportunity to manage stress levels that you never knew were possible.
Cortisol maxing.
I haven't played Tropico in a second. I had to take a break because it's like crack. But
what is that?
Oh my gosh.
You get to be a president of
You get to be a dictator.
Caribbean island.
Like Ari likes to be a dictator and rule over his people harshly, but
you can't say that when I give them free cars and free rent. Like y'all, none of y'all have replicated
You hear?
free cars and free rent, and they call me a dictator, but y'all are struggling.
You a dictator already?
Nah, I've already made it. I'm already past 2026. I think I'm in like 2040 something. And I have a booming economy. I have a space program. Like, listen.
But no free rent, right?
No, fuck that.
Exactly. Who's the dictator, motherfucker? Who's the dictator?
And take care of my people. They got food. They got healthcare
program.
So you got a communist?
No, I'm not communist. I have it somewhere in the middle.
You might like it. That's Fidel Castro.
Everybody you get a house.
How did I become the dictator?
You get a car. You get a house.
Ari is the dictator, all right?
There you go,
Hear this conversation?
Look at
of the civilizations that failed, you'd understand what I'm saying.
Talk about
I try to be very balanced.
Hey, she's Mussolini.
Oh wow. This turned for me. I don't know. Let me just stop tapping.
Wait,
Like I see what's on it. It's all these men.
Melozini is crazy.
Maybe Melozini. Hey, listen. No, but honestly, that shit took a second though. But it's a fun game. It's a fun game. I still say that Lonnie and Ari are dictator. Is Lonnie in here? No, she's not. Let me not talk about her when she's not in here. But she knows.
Hey, no, I do the same thing always, though. I don't have elections in my country either. That's over with.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. He don't allow the people to pick him. Like, listen, they pick me every time. Okay, sometimes they don't.
They don't need to, like, this is just.
That's when I've lost my island. But listen, I've gotten better now.
They gotta understand, like, we know what's best for the country. You don't need elections.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just sit back and, you know, do your part. What Joe Biden say?
I have to trust that they love me. They love me.
I got a 500-year plan. Y'all can't fuck that up.
A 500-year plan.
That's the other thing. How am I still hey, we started in like the 1600s. How am I still alive? And still the fucking, like, this shit is crazy.
All right, so he is the plan.
Is there universal health care?
Yes.
Hey, I would do something.
I have Social Security. I have universal health care. I've got child tax credits. I've got food for the people. You've got free rent. You've got free cars. You've got ample jobs. Why do you want to get rid of
any game?
Yeah, well, why don't you trust that they're gonna vote for you then?
Why do they need to vote?
Oh, okay.
Why would I allow them to vote against their interests?
All right, you should watch Miss Mello. She's probably raising an army for the baby.
They're too stupid. They're too stupid to know what's best for them.
Those are your words, and I'm sure to let them know that you said that.
Not you gonna go fucking propagandize my island. How you gonna tell them anything? I bet.
So who are y'all? Y'all Hitler and
we need to play multiplayer.
Hitler and Trump. I'm talking.
We really do need to. Hey, this is all Nick's fault because he's the one who got us all in.
He did. Nick's got me hooked, and then I got
show your true colors if you were a leader. Like show your true colors.
How extensive are the rules though? Can you just make up some shit and it'll take place, or it's like you got a set option and all that?
You know what? It's better if you're playing, like if you play on PC or a gaming system, it's probably better. But I have it on the Switch, so I know there's limitations for.
You said you got a Switch?
Yeah.
Listen to this, Bobby. I enacted a policy.
Right? Wait, what?
It was called the Penal Colony Act, and I didn't read it. Nor did I understand the game. I thought that you had to activate everything. Like, the purpose of the game is to unlock everything. So I activated it. And then to come to find out, I couldn't stop protests and riots in my country. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Well, when I did some research on the game, and I looked at it, I said, oh, this allowed other countries to send their criminals to my new country. What the fuck?
That shit's so
But you know what? I know why you would enact it. I know why you enact it now. You don't enact it before you have about 4 or 5 prisons set to the convict labor edict, right? And so, listen, that
penal colony. How you were putting people in the asylum or.
Listen, if I did give y'all the ability to vote and you voted against me, I put you in an asylum to think about that shit.
See,
and you would never vote against me again.
Y'all don't know art like I know.
Hey, a timeout ain't never hurt nobody.
I want you to think about.
We gotta play multiplayer already. We gotta play multiplayer. You know.
So I am gonna be getting when Tropical 7 drops. Yes, so we're limited on that. We don't have online capability, but when Tropical 7 does drop, I'll be getting it on Steam, and I will be participating in the multiplayer aspect of it. Like,
yeah, because we could actually take like a large landmass, and like say if you got 4 people, you can split the landmass up between 4 people. So now it's 4 separate nations, and y'all could war with each other, y'all could trade with each other, whatever you guys choose to do. But
that sounds dope. I gotta try it. Okay.
Nah, they try to tetrarchies.
That shit would be, but I don't know if I want to play with Ari because he's already got animosity towards me and my people.
Again, you're projecting. Don't project that on me.
You
You might wake up to the whole
You know
game.
what? Well, I was gonna say. You remember when I Oh my gosh. So like another thing. Do not. I repeat. Do not do the nuclear testing. Because they will get mad at you and vote you off the island. I'm just saying. They don't like the radioactive things.
You don't have extra arms and shit.
I was like, why are they mad at me? But I made a lot of money. But then I was off the island, so yeah, that thing was funny. I mean, it's trial and error.
If they added AI though, that's what I was asking. Like a game like that, like a sandbox games are made for AI as far as like a world that's just constantly expanding. If it takes what you're saying and can simulate it that way, I would come up with some wicked rules. It would seem kind of crazy because we live a certain way, but like I would try to be like the next coming of Mansa Musa. I would that ass try to take over the world. I'd much rather be in my hands than somebody else's, if given the chance. I don't know if that's crazy to say, but
those were my limitations with it as well, because I find myself late in the game. I have a very powerful military, nuclear armament, but there's nothing to use it against except, do itself. And so I would like the ability to initiate a forward aggression against some of the other nationalities. And
that would be cool.
That would be real cool.
You know what I would do to go out in the blaze of glory? I would ask all of my citizens, basically the whole world, if they took over the world, and I'd ask if they liked how everything was going. We'd take a vote, no electoral college, popular vote, and the referendum would be game over or we still playing. And if we get more yeses than nos, I would take all the nuclear armaments that I got, send them up, and make a holiday out of it, make the phone calls you need to, but we just all going out. That would be gangsta. And then you just restart now. You have to start from day zero again, but like at that point, what do you do?
Wow, what?
What better way to do it? If I've been a dictator this whole time, I ask y'all, I've conquered the world. If I did a good job, if I did a good job, I could feel good about it. If y'all feel like, nah, you fucked it up, just fuck it, just restart it. That's the ultimate choice. Y'all was talking about this whole time, not giving people a choice, and I give people a choice, and now it's a problem. I see how you thinking. We gotta remove.
Wait. Here's my question. So when you gave them this choice, are you saying that you're gonna announce that, hey, if you say no, or after you got the answer, then you decide to just blow it all to hell? Like, are they aware? Like, okay, if you say no.
The question is game over, or we still playing? So yeah, if it's yes, game is over, that means you're done. We game's over. If the answer is no, you want to still play, like, all right, I'll allow all of us to live. I'm going out with y'all. If you said, I fucked it up, but it's my world, really. Like, I'm not going away. So we all going out together, or we're not. I think that's fair. I feel like that's a real leadership quality, giving you the choice, especially if what am I to do? Oh, you could be king for the day. That's not the point of this exercise, nah. But I would like to know what you thought.
I do wish that our government gave us some quality of life additions. Like from time to time, if they asked us if we were still fucking with the electoral college, if we wanted to do something different, that's the one thing that I feel like video games have that reality just doesn't have. The rules in reality seem way more stringent than video games, to be frank with you. And that's my only problem with modern society, is just like, everything is an experiment. Every day is a new day for everybody. Why do we have to be so rigid in how it's operating if we can clearly see it's not operating effectively for everybody? Let's collectively make a change. Like, yes. I would much rather we can get together. Now we have the technology. All of us, we don't even have to be in each other's face. We have the technology now to actually agree upon things that are going on in our society. How do we feel about this shit? And cut out the middleman. Electoral college, that was designed to keep us in some sort of loop. Whatever the loop is, I'm sure I don't know or understand. I don't want to know it because it doesn't serve us anymore. We have a completely new society built on new foundation, built on new technology, built on new ideologies, principles, built on new people. Let's build something new. We should constantly be trying to build something new instead of trying to maintain this.
It's a mindset thing because people speak with their kids. Hey, that's how it's always been. Word. So
there's got to be a balance between the old and new, though.
That's true. The balance, old and new, is I think taking the old as the foundation and building upon it. I think you could take old principles and progress them to fit the world. Like, it's a lot of I had a whole dissertation on that for real, but yeah, using old rules for a new world, like some of it is appropriate, like maybe say like physics, right? Because that's what we got right now, and that's what's fitting our world. But there's just certain things that just don't work, bro. So
It's the old way you learn from it. That's what you learn from experience and the elders.
That's another way to say exactly what I'm saying. It's the foundation, right? Like if you knew better, you do better. Like we're not using lead plates to eat off of. That was how we used to do it. We don't have to continue the stupid shit though.
Fuck that. The food on lead plates has a little bit of flavor. It's got a different flavor.
No, I feel you, and that's why I can hear you thinking that lead plates.
Okay.
Apparently, lead paint was kind of like hysterical or sensationalized. Like apparently, it's not a problem unless you're eating it. So like if you have like a ceiling or some shit, apparently it's not all that bad. But again, radioactivity, for example, they was like selling like radium pendants and shit. Like, would you put all that on your body now, God? No. Maybe you would, just to prove somebody wrong, just to be like, yeah, I'm
good. Otherwise, you don't want 4 arms?
When you put it like that. Are the extra 2 arms? Do I control them, or does the government control them?
For the sake of the argument, government control.
Can I keep my arms away from each other, or is one hand
No, they gotta be locked in like a handshake the whole time. You gotta have your shits folded at all times once you're using them. That's one thing though I really could get with though. Like not even necessarily prosthetics, but if you watch that Spider-Man movie where it's like Doc Ock and it like takes over his shit, then becomes the Iron Spider, like I feel like that would actually be appropriate. If they can make it like the size of a backpack and shit like that. Like that's what real productivity looks like. As far as like AI being pushes productivity, I feel like there's more hardware that helps us if you look at the technology we're used to. But I'm just about to put that shit out.
Doc Ock was always my favorite. And I know Spider-Man 2 is the least popular of all the Spider-Man movies, but spoiler alert, Doc Ock at the end kind of redeemed himself, to be frank with you, with his control over the AI, all of it. He was always my favorite one. Yeah, I think it was all... Dr. Octopus. I'll say the whole thing. Dr. Octopus.
Oh my God, God.
I know what's on your mind, though.
No, I got it. Classic. My favorite was Hobgoblin. That was my favorite. I like the color scheme, the Mets colors.
Oh, shout out the Mets. You heard? We got a lot of that shit in the city, man. Down to the license plates. That's a fact. I don't know. For me, from the movies though, as far as like the first 3, my favorite character is probably Sandman.
I knew you'd say that, but he's actually pretty grounded as an individual.
Yeah, he makes sense. Like people with a purpose, I can understand. Like Mr. Freeze from Batman, I get it. I get it, gang.
Freeze,
I understand.
I get it too.
Yeah, he was all like chill out. Yeah, like Mr.
His wife, man. Like when you're doing it in remembrance of people like the Punisher, you're like, yeah, you're bugged the fuck out.
But Punisher, man, what? The one from like 2002 or something like that. Yo, that movie was crazy, man. I love that movie.
That might even be a 99 or 2000 movie.
Yeah, it might be 99. That was a good movie though. That was a real good movie.
That was around 2005. Yo, Ari, you got a second? My bad.
No, yeah.
Punisher was OD in the comic books. He would go too far.
Yeah, you were saying something, Puff?
I just want to take a quick moment to clarify something. And the fault doesn't fall on you because I know...
No, fuck that. Fuck that. Sorry, go ahead.
Fucking Joe. I just want to clarify something. Earlier, you asked me a question. I was dealing with a client, and I couldn't come back on the mic. And I couldn't
continue the fuckery with G because I was dealing with the client, and it's a new client that the company just onboarded. So either way, long story short, this is the deal. I actually never got to serve to the extent that I wanted to serve. As much as it pains me to say that, it took for a drill sergeant at Fort Lost in the Woods, Fort Leonard Wood in Missouri, to convince me to just sign my release, my separation, my DD-214. The Army got a wind of an industrial accident that I had been part of, that I was involved in, 5 years prior to joining. I never thought about disclosing that because I never thought of it. I thought I was good. Long story short, when I got there, as soon as they found out, they tried to, separate. And on a TRADOC post, the last thing you want is a private with some semblance of knowledge of military judicial code and the wherewithal to know where to go to get help while in. So I went and got JAG involved because I didn't want to go home. I wanted to stay. And they didn't like that. So eventually I kind of became a little bit of a celebrity on post. And I kind of got my way. But once I got down to training, after I completed all of my run psych marches, Victory Tower, gas chamber, all of it, my battalion commander was down with letting me get some kind of medical help and then come back and finish AIT. Well, he was on his way out. When battalion commander took over, he wasn't down with none of that shit. And he looked at me, he literally came down to my company, and he looked in private. I don't give a shit what they told you before I got here, you're going home. Eventually, after that, I spent a good 2 months sitting on adjunct before I could be considered a veteran. They sent me home. So I don't want anybody to ever think that I'm trying to steal valor from anybody. I appreciate everybody who actually made it past that part and actually got to serve this beautiful and great nation, but I didn't actually get to partake in serving. One thing I will say is the only thing I regret was the fact, well, I don't regret it, it's just it sucked because Camp Casey was going to be my first unit. And that's in South Korea. And I was the nerd in me was looking forward to being there and having access to all that tech, but God knows everything. And the point that I was going to make before I end this was that it took a drill sergeant, cadre members to come up to me and tell me, yo, Private, look, we get it, you want to serve your country. This is not the only way you can serve your country. So when I came home, I found other ways, and yeah, that's it.
You lose no skin in the game from me.
Yeah, thank you for swearing in, man.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you.
We get it. Just don't let me catch you in no cargo in camo. Don't ever put them pants on, game.
I hate civilians that wear camouflage. I don't hate anybody.
You can't even fucking see them, so how you hate them? You sound like a Republican, man. The fuck making no problems.
I don't know, I be hating that too. Like in public, they be dressing up, making it. But like if you go on
New Yorkers, huh?
Yeah.
Urban camouflage is the worst.
Yeah.
What, is urban the jet fighter shit? Because I definitely got jet fighter cargo pants, but other than that, though, camo's not it gotta fit somehow.
My brother gave me his fatigues went from he retired a major. They wanted to do the lieutenant colonel thing. He was frocked down there in Fort Hood, but he gave me his jacket when he was the captain. He said, "You can keep this." And I rocked that. I'm sorry you hate me though. It just has me in his last name on it. You'd like him, Art. He lives not too far from you.
So if you got something that belonged to somebody that served, and from time to time you want to rock it to be close to that person, you have a reason. any person who serves, this is why I specifically said civilians. This is why I specifically said civilians. Like, if you previously served, and from time to time you want to wear your Gore-Tex, you want to wear your tracksuit, etc., because you got it, it's comfortable, it's got a... I fuck with that. If you are trying to make a fashion statement, and you're trying to use camouflage to make that fashion statement, you should be taken to the front line and shot. That's just how I feel.
Extreme, but I give it extreme.
I feel like
Because it's like when you wearing that whole uniform
Wait, I can't
and
go to.
sloppy with it.
You can shoot somebody? Yeah, damn.
Terrible.
that's an extreme emotion behind people. That's crazy.
I think he's doing it from the
You don't
sense
like-
that
you don't like
people are
Rockford?
trying to seem a certain way. But I would say having a camo garment, I don't think it's all that, because it's clearly not an army garment when you see these logos and blades and on the front of a pullover or half zip and shit like that. What I think though is honestly weird is the traditional camo, the black, the brown, the green. And you have one 12-inch boots that lace all the way to the top, on some military spec shit. That's when I'm like, alright, you might be trying to do some military cosplay. But just having a piece of apparel on, nah, one piece is okay. If you're donning the whole suit, and it's what do y'all call the military shirts with the button on the shoulder, with the little lapel thing?
Camouflage. Yeah, but this. Class A's, Class B's.
Well, it's okay, so it's like the Dickies work shirt, basically, but it's camo, but it has a little fucking button on the shoulder. People that wear a full suit like that, it makes you do a double take. And it's if I have to double take at you, and I think that you're a train station guard or something like that, then I think you did a little too much. In my opinion, as a civilian.
I can dig it.
But military boots do go hard, though. Just to wear, I get it, but I would never try to put that suit on.
They need to update the uniform. They need sneakers and shit.
I mean, I don't know if you fuck with Nike, bro. I think it's called Nike Special Field Boots, SFBs, and they're kind of styled like that, but the colors and the logos and stuff like that are clear indicators that they're not official. What do you call it? Surplus?
Yeah,
it's a clothing store.
Where you buy would be the surplus store, right? With the army bags.
Yeah, you can buy the surplus. You're right.
Ooh, how do y'all feel about people wearing army bags? I feel bro, a rucksack, depending on what you're trying to do, if you got productions to do, you gotta carry a camera, a laptop, and all that shit. It makes the most sense if you gotta go on a trip.
I think the backpack is the best thing from the all my issue gear. The backpacks were the best. So if you're rocking a standard issue backpack, you have top quality equipment right there.
Backpacks are sick. I love mine.
Yeah, but the backpacks are sick. I still maintain
what Baptist said. If you got a jacket on, to me, I'm cool with that. But when you got the jacket, the pants, and boots, and they just look sloppy, I don't like it.
You'll go up and say something? You'll check them? G-check them? Yo.
Yeah, what you doing, man?
Took your shirt in, nigga. Where you serve at, nigga? Where you station?
Nah, it's just, I hate to see that, man.
It's crazy how any organization will G-check you, no matter if it's a gang or a legal organization. It's why you got my shit on?
I be in the club sticking my tongue out and doing a shoulder shimmy, and all the black frat niggas beat me up. Do it once a year. It's like a tradition.
I'm dead right now.
You get a kick out of fucking with the cues and shit.
Don't go to the oil spills.
I was hoping G was in here for him to be like, come on, man.
Yeah, no shots.
He seemed like an
Damn, a mismatch.
I mean, I can understand. I've worn it as fashion before, but I have also woken up at 3 fucking o'clock in the morning, every morning, to take my boyfriend to Open Armor every morning. I have also seen my dad go through PTSD where I cannot wake him up close up because he served in Korea. And
He'll fight the fuck at it.
So right, yeah, you have to really be careful how you wake those people up. So I can definitely understand how someone would definitely be protective of the garb, if you will. But this is what we gotta understand. It's just garb. It's not a life. My dad was the only one to survive from his platoon because it was time for him to rotate out. The day he rotated out of Nam, he lost his whole platoon.
That's insane.
Every damn body. So, you know,
that's a critical point. Like when you switching out with like another unit, or that's like a critical.
Perhaps other politicians, had they used this direct means, we would have loved it. He's using, a channel, and it's not as curated. What he's saying is not particularly curated, but in many ways it's super authentic. Parts of it may be scary, but it is what it is. More of the issue is we've elected him, and so if he can use that channel, good for him. I mean, it's unfortunate for those of us who may not.
Good for him, except the premise of our discussion here is that his using that channel screwed the negotiations with Iran. So good for him, but not so good for the Iranians or the Israelis or the Gulf states, or for us, for that matter.
Right. I'm kind of in. Where's Howard go? I'm kind of in Howard's court though, where I feel like it's not good for us, but he's taken an opportunity to use this challenge. It's more of an issue of, hey, we need to look within ourselves if we're unhappy that we elected him. I absolutely, I understand exactly what you're saying, but I mean, if this is another thing that's kind of an attribute for a political candidate. If they can build a team around them that is effective in implementing policy, writing